Yo, my name don't mean nothing on this channel, but welcome to the channel with no niche. I want to talk to you about a word called opportunity, and how sometimes opportunity can make you very, very vulnerable. What do I mean when I say that? Let's say, for example, you've been working on your job for over 20 years, and you've been looking for somebody to nominate you for a particular position because you want the opportunity to show that you have the heart, not only to fit the position, but that you'll love on the people and care for the people and do the company right. But that opportunity, for some reason, have been stolen from you because of votes of other people and people who didn't know you. Even when it came down to people who've been working with you for so long, but there's some people who've also grown up with you, and they feel that they know your heart. They know your heart is right. They know that you're a good person to them, but for some reason or another, they probably felt that you could not fit that position that you yourself know you've been made for, you've been created for, you've been born to have. And I'm gonna tell you something, sometimes things like that happen, and it happened for a reason. And when it happens, it breaks your heart. It makes you feel like less than. It makes you feel like unworthy. It makes you feel like, you're the weakest link or the worst common denominator, It makes you feel like that your best is not good enough, or even you are not good enough. It makes you feel like, why was I even born? Why did God ever even create me? When you felt in your heart that that particular position was for you. I want you to understand something. Sometimes you got to know, as we look at point number one, some people who have grown up with you might feel that they've known you all your life, but never took the time out to see what was on the inside of you, your passions, your desire, in order for them to understand that you really fit that position. You won't advocate for yourself because you're too humble to do it. And sometimes, in certain cases, you might want to advocate for yourself. But in this case, because you are so humble that you feel funny to even say, I want to sell myself. And then watch this, that's friends. But how about the people who grew up with you, even in your family? And sometimes family, the most who don't know you. The family are the ones who never see who you are because you're just Donald, or you're just Emily, or you're just Angie, or you're just John. You see what I'm saying? Because you've grown up with them and you're too familiar that they could never see any of your gifts, your the hopes that you have, the dreams that you have, and all of the things that you would love to go for. They don't even see that you could ever be that. I remember there's a young lady that used to live on my block, and her sister and I used to be really, really good friends. She would always be the one playing with the dolls and stuff like that, until one day she opened her mouth and she began to sing. Yo, I was like, where did this voice come from? And where did you learn how to sing? When were you going to tell us you know how to sing? And I mean, every time that she sings, even to this day, it's like, have you ever had a good singer? And I'm talking about somebody who can sing, nobody who can just sing because they're hiding behind the material that's been written in a dope beat that they hit. No, I'm talking about somebody that without the music can make you feel your soul. You see? And again, all this time we've been around her, we never knew what was inside of her, And that's exactly how it is in life. But can I tell you something? This is what I want to say to everybody. If the opportunity that have been stolen and taken away from you because of people who had to vote. That's another thing too. You got people in your company, who would love to give you the opportunity, but they have to go by their votes. And it's sad because the people who have to vote for you are those of them who not only don't know you, but they can't see anything great past their nose. And you won't tell them, yo, I'm the candidate, yo, vote for me, because you're too humble. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something. I've learned this one thing. They may give that opportunity to somebody else. They may give that opportunity because they didn't know that you were the one. And now because they've given that opportunity to somebody else, that spot is messed up. The office is going to shambles. The boss is not happy. But because of the fact that they have been the people's choice, all of a sudden, and what they've done wrong, where they could have gone right, all of everything that they could have done. You see what I'm saying? But you're too humble to say anything, and that's fine. Anything that's meant for you will re-represent itself to you. Because I'm going to tell you something, anything that's meant, it's got to happen. especially when you feel it in your mind, your soul, your heartbeat, and you can't tell nobody because you don't want to look like a narcissist, it'll come back to you. I'm a witness to that. To know that sometimes these opportunities that have been stolen from you, watch this, it might be 3 years from now. It might be 5 years from now. And even the person that they give the seat to is only occupying the seat until you get there. And I'm gonna tell you, you have to look at it from another perspective. Sometimes we might think that that opportunity should be presented to us at the time that we thought, but in all reality, we might not have been ready for that. We might have the skills, we might have the smarts, but our character might not follow suit. So all I'm saying is that the opportunity that's meant for you in life will represent itself. And at that time will be the right time. It's your boy Donald Francis. Peace.